Good morning, YouTube. So with today's video, I'm gonna give you 10 more. 10. Actually, you know what? Correction. Let's make it 12. High heat bangers. The last video that I released was yesterday, was 10 high heat cheapy bangers. With this list here, they're mostly affordable scents, but I did throw in a few niche fragrances out there. Now, the first one is definitely a niche fragrance. The other niche fragrances in this list are more affordable than number one because it's gonna be Bond number 9's Coney Island. As much as I love Bond, a lot of their fragrances are just, you know, and with this one here, it's a hate or love scent. So sample before you blind buy. You know, when I first smelled this back in 2015, I loved the initial opening, but later on, I thought, what the hell is this? It's a bit of a scrubber, you know, for some people. Like, I know that Cody Draktok despises this one, and I get that. But I ended up revisiting it back in 2021, and I loved it once again, and I loved the entire dry down that I ended up getting a bottle. Now, this one here has like lime, different citruses. It's got woods, caramel, vanilla, chocolate, it's got like guava, tequila, melon, and so on. What this is supposed to be like or smell like is going to be a margarita. There is a little bit of salty nuance to it. It's fruity, it's sweet, it's gourmandy. It is definitely unisex, so both genders can wear it, and I do find that it leans a little bit more towards, you know, the ladies out there. But again, I love it. You know, it's a very casual scent. It's a happy scent. Coney Island is supposed to be a happy place, depending on if you really like people or not. I don't know if I would ever like Coney Island just because I'm not big on crowds and everything, and I just the noise. When you work as a transit operator in Toronto for almost 20 years, it changes you, all right? So I prefer doing something like this than to go to a place where it has a lot of people. I like the quietness. So again, you're gonna have to try this one out just because of that musk, all right? So it's musky, sweet, fruity, gourmandy, and salty. It's a great scent that I'm glad I got reacquainted. Longevity is gonna be about 7 to 8 hours. Fragrance number 2 is gonna be Hugo Boss Element. Now this one just never really caught on. I believe it came out in 2008. And I had a bottle of it back in 2010, 2011. Ended up selling it just because, you know, the person that I just didn't want any attachment to the person because. But with this one here, there's definitely citruses. There's coriander, there's ginger. I believe that there's some musk, some watery or aquatic notes, but also some musk. Now there is, like, there's a note in this that makes it feel like it's very airy. You know, I believe that this is supposed to be an oxygen tank because it's a very airy scent. It's almost aldehydic. So this is a very aromatic, feel-good fragrance that has a little bit of spice from that coriander. The coriander and that aldehydic feel are a really unique touch with like the watery notes and the citruses. For me, it's very casual, but you could wear this to school, work, longevity, not great. However, it ranges anywhere from 3 to 5 hours. Generally, it's like 3 to 4. Fragrance number 3, this makes so many lists, and I understand why. Nautica Voyage, the original, came out in 2006. So green notes, it's got apple, musk, cedar, galbanum, lotus, and so on. What it is, it's a fruity scent that's green, musky, and definitely a little like musky woody towards the base. Super refreshing. It's aromatic as hell. It is green. You've heard this fragrance so many times, and I just might review this one again in the summertime. Do like a revisit to see if it's really worth it, and it is. I'm just gonna do the video for views. At least I'm honest here, okay, people? But if you want something that's feel good, that's aromatic, that's great for school, everyday casual, work, this is one that you're definitely gonna have to look into. Longevity, 5 to 6 hours. Fragrance number 4, let's go to a niche brand, and that's gonna be Atelier Cologne's Pacific Lime. Now this stuff here, oh my God. The lime in this pops. There's also mint, there's eucalyptus, there's coconut, and I believe lemon or something else. This is definitely extremely tropical. It's a feel-good scent, and this is like smooth. Like out of like the majority of these scents, this is gonna be like the most well-blended, well-balanced scent. Atelier Cologne. These unfortunately are not widely available throughout North America. You know, Atelier just stopped selling them, but you could still get them here and there on some of the discounters. But oh my god, so coconut, lime, mint, eucalyptus. I don't like eucalyptus, but in this it's actually quite smooth. So there's a little bit of like a medicinal touch to it, but it's so refreshing, so tropical. You know, this is very much like the islands, like whether it's like Hawaii or the South Pacific or even like the Caribbean. You know, it's a feel-good scent that'll just leave that pep to your step. You know, longevity, not great, 3 to 4 hours. Fragrance number 5 is going to be Original Penguin Original Blend. Now this is actually kind of nice, you know. The Original Penguin line, I've always avoided the line because I always thought that they were super cheap. This is cheap. This is like 20 to 30 bucks, but you know, for what you're spending, you know, don't let that deter you. There's apple, there's lavender, there's bergamot, there's definitely musk, there's some sandalwood and suede. I don't really get suede, but I do get the apple, I do get that bergamot, I get the lavender, and I absolutely get the musky nuance from this. This is super aromatic. It's a little bit powdery and absolutely musky. The musk in this is very clean though, really refreshing, really nice. This is the epitome of casual, but you can also wear it to work. So if you work in an office where you have to dress up a little bit, you know, this is good enough for the office. It's just not professional, right? But if you work on a job that you don't like, this might help you get through your day, all right? And longevity is gonna be about 4 to 5 hours. Fragrance number 6, this just never really caught on, but it's a damn good fragrance. Hugo Boss Bottled Sport. This is not as cheap as it used to be. You can get, before you can get this for like 20, 30 bucks. You can get like a smaller one, I think it's like a 30 ml for about like 40 bucks. But generally they're going for about 50 to 60 bucks. But for me, I like it. What it is, there's definitely citruses, there's lavender, there's aldehydes. So if you don't like aldehydes, you're not gonna like this. You know, even with this one here, aldehydes is not a listed note, but you get a very aldehydic feel. Very much like this one here. There's vetiver, but there's also a little bit of cardamom. The cardamom is not overly prominent, you know, but it is there and it does warm it up. But for the most part, it's citruses, lavender, and a whole lot of aldehydes. And I feel like there's a little bit of musk to this one here. This is a great everyday casual type of fragrance. You can wear it to school, you can wear it to work, of course, but for me, this is the epitome of casual. You know, just like you know what? All of these fragrances here are the epitome of casual because they're all like relaxing, feel-good fragrances, but some just might be a little bit more so than others. But this is like not your typical sports scent is what I should have said. You know, Hugo Boss Sport. It does have that sporty feel, but if you want a sports scent that is a little bit different, look into this one. Longevity, 3 to 5 hours. If I seem a little bit frustrated or that I'm trying to get through this video, it's because I am. It's later in the day, it's actually 4:15, so it should have been good afternoon and not good morning. So I've done a lot of videos today. I was actually with Rush earlier. I did a video with my wife, and I'm also trying to beat the sun. So later as the day progresses, the sun tends to really shine through this. So you're probably getting it a little bit right now, but let's just get this video done, all right? Fragrance number 7, let's go to a niche brand, and that's gonna be Monte, Soleil, Capri. This is a great scent that is unisex. It's not for like the rugged, like the tough and rugged kind of masculine guy out there. So there's different citruses, but there's also kumquat. The kumquat in this adds something a little bit different. There's florals, whether it's jasmine, lily, you know, cyclamen, whatever. It's just white florals or white flowers. And the base, it's like musk and spices. I don't really get spices per se. I get a whole lot of musk, but it's just mostly citruses, florals, and musk. It's for the modern day gentleman because it does lean a little bit more towards the ladies out there. And what if I had to give it a percentage, I would say 60%. I love this one. I'm not like the most masculine guy out there. I'm not taking a jab at myself. I'm just not, you know. This is a gentleman's scent. Am I like the epitome of a gentleman? Absolutely not. But when I wear this, I do. So if you like high heat bangers and you got that sense of fashion, this is one that you're definitely gonna have to look into. Longevity is gonna be about 7 to 8 hours. Fragrance number 8 is gonna be Kenneth Vintage Black. Now there is lime, there's oak, tequila, lavender, and green nose. So what it is, it's just like green, loads of lime, a little bit of sparkling tequila, lavender with woods. It's a great scent that's just gonna leave that pep to your step. It's perfect for casual. You can also wear it to school, you can wear it to work. Longevity, 5 to 6 hours. I'm also trying to breeze through this now because the battery is starting to flash. So see how professional I am? I just let you guys know. I don't care. So nothing professional about this. I'm not an influencer. I'm just a regular dude showing his passion. Fragrance number 9. Let's stick with Kenneth Cole, and that's going to be Reaction. This is a great, just everyday, refreshing scent. Now, if you want something that's very, and I mean very refreshing, this is going to be one of the more refreshing scents in this list. This is it. It has watermelon, it's got citruses, melon, lime, lily of the valley, musk, and so on. This is very aquatic, very airy. You know, like there's no sea salt, there's no aquatics that's listed, but I believe it's like the watermelon accord. It's juicy, it's fresh, it's fruity, it's super refreshing, very aromatic, and it does lean a little bit more towards the youth out there. But if you're an older guy who likes it, then wear it. This is a prime white t-shirt and jeans type of fragrance. It's good for pool parties, barbecues, you're being on the lounge, you're going to a sporting event, you know. If you want to wear it to work, sure, but it's not going to get you through the day, as longevity is only going to be about 3 to 4 hours. Fragrance number 10, this one just never gets any mention, but I will be reviewing it later in the summertime, and that's going to be Ellis 18. Lemon, bergamot, geranium, jasmine, there's some seawater, and more. So it's just citrusy, sea salty with a little bit of florals to it. It's casual. It does have a little bit of a youthful touch, but I wear it. I like it. Now, I don't know if it's just the marketing or if it's supposed to be for the younger demographics because it has Ellis 18. I don't know, but for me, it's just casual. It's everyday casual, and you can also wear this to school. Longevity, gonna be about 4 to 5 hours. Fragrance number 11 is super popular, makes a lot of lists for a very good reason because it's just fantastic. Versace Pour Homme. Now this smells like Chanel Allure Homme Sport. It's just different because it has florals to it. It does have the aquatics, it has citruses, it also has that tonka bean that gives it that Chanel Allure Homme Sport vibe. Slow it down, Chad. You have a little bit of time before it does die out, but you know, slow it down. But there is some florals to it. There is geranium, there's hindsight. I believe that rose is listed as well. As I was saying, slow it down. You still got some time before the battery dies. And as soon as I said that, it died. But as I was trying to say, there is some florals to this one. It's not overly floral, but the florals do add a little bit of a gentleman's take. But I think that if you're a rough and tough, burly kind of guy, you know, like a Brock Lesnar kind of guy, you can wear this. You know, you can absolutely wear this. Came out in 2008, you know, it's a 15-year-old fragrance that still smells modern to this very day. See how I'm just slowing it down right now? Because I have a lot more battery power. With my channel, it's like I said, it's not professional. It's like I'm talking to the boys, you know, to a friend about fragrances. That's what I want this channel to be about. It's very refreshing. It's aromatic. It's citrusy. Definitely a little bit of florals, and there's also some musk. And I believe that amber is a listed note. But I don't really get amber. I do get the musk, however. With this fragrance here, it's perfect for work, it's perfect for school, everyday casual, you know, when the sun is just beating you down and it's really hot out, this will do wonders on your skin, all right? So if you want something that's like very much like Chanel Allure Homme Sport without the price tag and with some florals, look into this one here. Longevity ranges anywhere from 4 to 6 hours. And fragrance number 12, let's just finish it off with a niche. This fragrance is affordable though. Very affordable niche, you know, it'll just leave you feeling fantastic. It's very refreshing, it's aromatic, it's citrusy. This will add that pep to your step. Acqua di Parma Colonia Pura came out in 2017 or 2018. It's different citruses. There's petitgrain, there's jasmine, there's narcissus, I think there's some lavender, some patchouli, musk, some ozonic notes, and I feel like that there's some neroli in this. But neroli is not listed on Fragrantica nor on Parfumo, but I feel like there's neroli to this scent. Again, very refreshing, very citrusy with some white florals. The white florals in this make this a very unisex scent. It's right down the middle. So if you're one of those guys that's afraid of trying a unisex scent, this is one that I think that will do all right on you. You, of course, smell it out before you blind buy. You know, when it comes to any fragrance, even if it's a $20 fragrance or $120, $130 fragrance, always smell it out before you blind buy. It might not work out for you. And even though it's like 20 bucks, 20 bucks is 20 bucks. This fragrance, even though it is a fresh citrus with some white florals, does have a little bit of a class to it. It's an elegant type of freshie. I find freshies for the most part are very casual. This will do very well at a daytime semi-formal event. If you are doing like a destination wedding, this is a great scent for that. It's one of my very favorite scents from Acqua di Parma. Longevity, 5 to 6 hours. And guys, that's it. That is 12 high heat bangers. Most of these are cheap, inexpensive, affordable scents, but I did want to put a few niche in there. You know, some of you niche guys, if you haven't checked out some of these, you know, these are not challenging niche fragrances. If you're looking for challenging niche, these are not for you. But if you want a really nice, smooth niche fragrance that smells natural, look into them. You know, you cannot go wrong whatsoever. However, this one here, I would say is like the most challenging just because of that musk. Any reviews that I've done on these fragrances, they will all be in the description box below. And because that I did state that I did do one the other day, if you want to see that very video, check out this corner here. And because this is a summer list, why don't you check out this corner here. And if you like this very video, please leave me one of these. Thank you for your time, take care, and I will see you later. Thanks for watching, everybody.